Black Balisong back with another review, and this is a highly sought after knife. This, or highly sought after, I don't know if that's the case. I know it's highly interesting to many people. Many people have been looking at it from afar, sort of unsure if they should pull the trigger just because Black Balisong, I don't get the public's perception of him. He's making fantastic knives for great prices, knives that share specs with other very expensive knives, yet much cheaper. Okay, I'm getting way ahead of myself. We're gonna get straight into this. This is the Reaper by Black Balisong. M390 blade steel, grade 5 titanium, 10-inch Balisong, which means it's probably about 5.5-inch handles, 4.5-inch blade, just like a replicant. Beautifully milled titanium, really interesting blade shape, as you expect from Black Balisong, and just amazing ergonomics all over this goddamn knife. It's amazing. I fucking love this thing. So, we are going to weigh it, see what's going on with that. Today's comparison Balisong is going to be a V1 OSP Matrix. I picked it because kind of similar. It's got grade 5 titanium with the interesting grip as well. So I chose that to be the comparison. So the weight on this, according to my scale, got ourselves 4.19 ounces. Very similar. Benchmade 42 is 4.2 ounces. So this is identical. We'll just throw this on just to see what the comparison is there. 4.4. Not very interesting. So this is a, so we'll just get straight up the gate. Positives. This is a fucking fantastic knife. First positive is a funny positive. The sound. I find myself flipping this thing just for the hell of it because I want to hear the sound. You only hear the sound when you do ricochets. So I find myself, I won't even try to do cool tricks. I just want to ricochet. That's all I want to hear, which is funny to me. Another positive, great balance. Let's check our balance out. Right about there. Nice amount of handle bias. Great amount of handle bias. But still tending a little bit towards neutral because it is a 10-inch knife. This is great for many tricks. Choker fans like a goddamn beast. Do yourself some helixes, some... you gotta be fucking careful though. This thing is sharp as dick. I think it's a beautiful looking knife. Another positive. Just this attention to detail on the jimping. Jimping everywhere. Everywhere you want it. For the choker fans right down here. Great for your fingers to grab while you're doing a nice little choker fan. Your fingers are up here, grabbing all these little jimps, spinning this bastard around. Beautiful, just beautiful sounding, beautiful looking. No tap at all. No tap when I got it, still no tap, and I've had it for a few weeks now. Negatives. 0. We are going to get straight into the review. So the ergonomics on the Reaper. Easy, easy, easy. Easiest 10 I've ever given. The ergonomics on this thing are fucking beast. I love a textured titanium. I guess the Matrix isn't getting any love in this video. I love a textured titanium with a passion. It is the only thing better than G10. So you've got yourself the textured titanium, right? But it's got this beautiful bevel, so it's rounded. It's not just like blocky textured titanium, which was my issue with the EX10. And then obviously you have these openings, which is just great for grip. Keeps your fingers in there. The textured titanium helping you the whole time. The thing that knocks it out of the park is all this jimping down here. It's just attention to detail, right? Like everywhere that you need the grip is. You need it up here, your finger locks into that little slot for the Y2K. You need it down here for a choker fan. it's immediately grabbing for the choker fan. You can choker fan normal, reverse, it doesn't matter at all. And then the whole time you're hearing that pop, pop. Easiest 10 on grip, on ergonomics. Flippability is going to be an 8. Now, this is obviously subjective. I'm giving it an 8, which is a really good score, just because it's a tad more neutral than I would like, per se. Like, yeah, it does have the blade bias, but it's not like, you don't feel it really throwing its weight around like a replicant, which is my preference. So honestly, it's just getting an 8 because of preference. This thing flips great, it's on bushings, smooth as shit, but the handle is, I mean, the blade is just, it carries a lot of weight in the tip, which does give it a little bit of, I don't want to say it's not blade bias, but it gives it a little bit of different inertia when spinning it around. So that's going to be an 8 out of 10 for flipping. Looks, that's an easy 9 out of 10. This thing is beautiful. Nothing quite pops it straight over that 10 out of 10. But it's just the textured titanium I'm a sucker for. I'm a sucker for this really cool blade shape. This jimping down here even gives it a cool look. It looks like this thing has been imagined up in a computer software just to check every box of being an amazing flipper. So it is a damn nice looking butterfly knife. People stop and look at that, that's for sure. And then materials and finish, I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10. The materials are amazing. You got grade 5 titanium. M390 is a nice blade steel. Not that I know anybody's going to be using these as user knives, but yeah, 8 out of 10 because it's a damn nice knife. I did have a little bit of tap after a while. I just had to screw that in a little harder, throw some Loctite in there, and now it's better. Some of the screws have been backing out, and I've noticed as I've played with it more, the play has gotten a little bit bigger, and some tap did start to occur. I had to basically screw the blade, the screw back in, and then there's a little bit of uneven machining up here. You can see it's not perfect. It's different from all these other spots. Not a huge issue, but some of the inconsistencies just keep it from being a 10, and a little bit of the machining that you can tell on the underside. But it's still amazing. That's an 8 out of 10 for sure, and that's beautiful, and that's a really good score. So this ends this with a total score of 35 out of 40, which is a huge score. That is big. That's a big score. The replicant was a 36, and this is a 35. This is something that I think, if you got the money, you should check it out. It is limited to 110 models, and he said he's not making anymore, so check out the Black Balisong Reaper whenever you get the chance. Tune in for more reviews, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.